Salutations. Welcome to another installment of your favorite podcast, the Dell Ryan Report. I am Ryan Humor, and
hey, man, it's the ever so clever, the man with many endeavors, your favorite podcast host, Mr. About Dell Time. Peace, King.
Peace, King. You want to know what? I want to tell you something real quick. Before we get into all the good, I want to let you know something real quick. People have been very, very excited and elated about the most recent branding change. We post the graphics online. People are like, oh my God, I want a new sweater. I gotta get a new sweater, man. Hey, when can I get a new sweater? And that look dope. I like the green. I like the green. One of our fans was like, hey, a couple of them was like, hey, that green stuff, that made me think of the tomatoes, the Del Monte stuff. Yeah, you're supposed to think of Del when you see. It's supposed to just flow with the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We dug deep and we contact our staff, record label, and crew. Had to work with all types of different visual psychologists and marketing people and professional label makers and we met with a lot of people. Right. So we are glad that y'all appreciate that, because we appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna step on Dale's toes a little bit here, just so you know, if you do appreciate it, then you can feel free to hop on the little ones and twos, whether it's on your iTunes or whether it's on your Spotify, give us that 5. You know what I mean? Give us that 5. If you like RY and LI, give us that 5, man. You know
that's all it is, baby. Give us that 5 stars, like you would a hotel, B. Give us that 5 stars.
A hotel with no bed bugs, though. With
no bed bugs, but with great breakfast.
No bed bugs. And this is free. We not Kanye level yet, where we charging y'all $200 for the album.
Right.
Are we supposed to talk about that yet?
We can talk about that. We can go ahead. Let's get to it.
You want to give him a little bit of background about that?
I do. So yeah, man, your peoples, your birthday party gang, you know what I'm saying? Kanye, Yee, all this, you know what I'm saying? Pete Davis hater, you know what I'm saying? That dude, he is going out of his way. He's going out of his way because, mind you, he's a billionaire. So he's going out of his way to sell y'all an iPod with only his music on it for $230. That's how much he's selling it for. And this is the only exclusive way you'll be able to get his new album, which will be released soon, down to 2. So for all y'all Kanye West lovers, this is the only way you'll be able to get his album. Now, me, I'm not getting that shit. But I know you, Rolex, you're going to be having that shit. You're going to be bumping it in the car with your new iPod. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. How do you feel about that, man? So my question is to you, are you getting one? And when are you getting it?
Sounds like a question. And then with the leading follow-up question, like... when they used to do that shit at school, like, are you gay? No. Does your mom know you're gay? Wait, what? First of all, man, how could you be so heartless, man, to my man's gay?
How could you? I didn't even peep that you wearing the whole Kodak Scully, but with heartless on it.
But here's the thing. Usually I would ask you how you could be so heartless, but I'm trying to just get on my Kanye vibes when it comes to creating right now. And I'm going to be heartless at this time because basically I appreciate all of y'all that come to my shows, but like going forward, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be like recording my jokes. I'm going to record my jokes on a cassette tape, right? And then each cassette tape is going to be $175. So, but you get to you could put the cassette tape wherever you want and play it. You could play it in your whip from 25 years ago. You could play it in your rainbow colored boombox that everybody got. You could play it on your silver speakers that you got from Walmart. You know that silver speaker you got from Walmart when you was younger? Your parents bought it. It was $300. It used to separate, and in the middle has 2 cassette decks, and in the top got 4 or 5 CD players. You can play it on that. So I'm getting heartless too, man. Nah, that's silly. I'm not buying one. Here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I seen it. I saw the little. I went to the website and did my research and looked at it or whatever and saw what he's trying to do. For those of y'all that's ever seen, y'all seen a portable speaker before? You ever seen like a really cheap portable speaker I have one. I needed one for traveling. It was like $20 from Amazon, but it's really small. It's like that. It's a speaker, and you could obviously take out the drums. You can play with the music all you want to or whatever if you want to do that. But it's like, to Dale's point, man, like you get that, and then that's all you get is his music on it. And I feel like it's just, and you know what, man? To answer your question, I'm not getting one. It did look cool, and I could see how a hype beast would get one. I could see it because here's the thing: if we didn't have all the stuff on the phones or whatever already,
right?
And Wayne was like 2009. Wayne was like, "Hey, I'm putting all my music on this Bluetooth portable speaker." 2009 Wayne. That's when I had a BlackBerry.
Mixtapes and everything.
Huh? If Wayne was putting all the mixtapes on there, I'm talking about. I'm talking about from like the BGs when him and BG was just a duo all the way to 09. So that'll stop directly at Carter 3, and that's all I need. If it's to put everything put all that there, I'd be cool. I would pay at the time. I would have paid $200 for that because I get a speaker too. You know what I mean? But
a speaker was valuable back then in 09.
Exactly.
I can see. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, a Bluetooth speaker at that time was $500 anyway. So to get the Bluetooth, like I'd be chilling. So, but this is just the ultimate flex. This is when people be trying to see what they can charge you for just to charge you. Like back in the day, there's a difference between forcing technology on people that's like needed versus like forcing the price on somebody because they'll pay it. So when the iPhone first dropped in 07, before the iPhone dropped, you could buy a smartphone and you could pick or choose whether or not you want the internet on it. So you can get a Trio or you can get a BlackBerry, and there wasn't really any Wi-Fi anymore. But you could just buy the dope phone to have a dope phone. Like, look, I'm texting. I got this phone, like having a sidekick with no data. I got this, right? But Apple was like, AT&T, we'll let y'all carry the phone, but y'all got to make everybody get data.
Yeah.
People was like, I'm leaving AT&T. They're not gonna sell no phones. But Apple was like, no, we're gonna make it exclusive. And the only way y'all gonna enjoy our phone is by getting internet anyway. If you're not buying internet, you don't need to have it because it's not gonna be worth your time. Right. And Apple changed the game, and since then, for the last 14 years, everybody needs internet on their phone.
Everybody.
However, in the late 90s, Nike had dropped phone posits. The first pennies. The pennies that be phone posits now. The difference is the phone posits are all flat. I'm sorry, they have no Nike sign. The pennies do have a Nike sign. That's the difference or whatever. I could be wrong. Could be the other way around. But Nike dropped these shoes for $179, and this was late 90s. One of my boys was like, "I'm getting those." I'm like, $180 though. Now I remember they sent everybody a little post. This one Nike was sending out a postcard. Didn't even know you. Don't know how Nike had the address. Just send it to them. We dropping these $179. $179, and Nike just did it just to see if they could do it. Just see if they could do it. And what they do, people pay $179. This is one of those situations.
Now y'all pay $210 for some free nets.
Man, yeah, those phone posits now when they start, they run you $270, which isn't that bad for inflation based on like 1998. However, for $179 now, you can get some team Jordans that always look like they stink. You can get those. But Nike was like, let's see if they do it. And I think, long story long, I think that's what Kanye is doing. Kanye is like, yo, I want to see if y'all do it.
I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not going to buy.
But you're a music head.
I am a music head. And the thing about it is all of this shit. Oh, you could do beats. You could do all of this shit. You could do that shit on GarageBand, on your fucking iPhone. You can literally...
your hand, though?
On GarageBand, you can make the beat. You can do all of the shit. All of that same shit you can do. You can record. You can make your own rap song on GarageBand. Look at you.
It's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same. And on top of this, you know who else tried to do this? You also tried to do this? Neil Young tried to do this.
What you mean?
He tried to do something similar like this with his music. Like it's gonna be like you could do this, and then that shit wasn't successful.
So Neil Young was trying to help the millennials make beats. Like that's what he was out here.
He was out here trying to make beats.
Culture.
Yep.
Yo,
but this ain't even for the culture.
I think the cold part is at this, right? When I was nodding my head, I'm nodding my head in agreement with you because you're like, you could make beats. You don't get to make beats. What you can do is where the way the songs are created, you have control over the hi-hats and the vocals of those songs. You don't get to make your own beats.
That's trash.
You could be like, I wonder how this sounds a cappella. I dropped the beat. Kanye spitting with no music. We dropped the vocals. I just got the beat. Now I can spit over
that
Kanye.
Shit might sound trash when Kanye not spitting on music. Like without no beat, like that might make sure. Nah, I ain't gonna hate on Kanye's creativism because he's definitely a creative genius in a lot of different ways. This is not the move though. This is not what I'm looking for Kanye. I think this is a way of putting us backwards. Like like you mentioned it, like if this was 09 and I didn't have everything on my fucking one cellular device, like I literally have all of that shit here. I don't need a fucking speaker. to fucking tell me, oh, I could drop the beat. If I wanted to do that shit, I can get that shit on my computer and then remove the sound. Like that's the extra shit you could do. You don't even need it. And the whole thing about it is, and then on top of this is where motherfuckers is how easily people forget about Kanye and his moves. People are gonna be like, I'm gonna do this shit, and y'all gonna feel hella stupid when he puts that shit on all the streaming platforms anyway.
Why would that happen?
Because it's already happened with Life of Pablo. When it was it was supposed to be exclusively on Tidal, and then 2 days later, after everybody was like, oh, I'm gonna go get Tidal, everybody went and ran and got Tidal. Then that shit was on Apple. Then that shit was on Spotify. Then that shit was on SoundCloud. Now I don't know if it was on SoundCloud, but still.
You right because I remember there was a lawsuit. Like there was a fan that won a lawsuit against him for doing that. And it was really low key. We don't know like undisclosed amount and all that or whatever. But no, you're right. That did happen because that Life of Pablo thing was supposed to be a big deal because he was doing that. He had his Twitter campaign going bad on everybody, but not really having like a way to go bad. So he just ranting on Twitter. Nothing really happening. Like everything was really like creme de la creme from what I could see. Like the Kim shit was cool. He was cool. He's about to do his Jesus stuff, but it was some white doing Jesus stuff. He's like, this is the wave. And then I think who had said that? What's dude's name? Wiz Khalifa was like, hey man, don't be using wave. Like that's not cool. We don't want you using wave. And that's when he had put Max B on the album. Like you being wavy, Kanye, you being wavy. So, and he was like, yo, can y'all guess the name of the album? He put the acronym out there, having people trying to guess the name of the album or whatever. And you're right, he did say it's only gonna be a title because we as black folk and Jay-Z is my brother. Woo, 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 woo. And next thing you know, Apple. Like immediately. My question for you is this, Mr. About woke time, bro. I have a question for you, bro. Is this the time though to be disparaging to a black man's individual venture? Because I would think that you would be like, yeah, man, we gotta just pay whatever for black owned. Like we have to really just give away our whole mortgage to make sure that the ops ain't in our pockets. Because Kanye did say, yo, artists are only getting 12% of what Apple and Tidal people bringing in. Like it's time for freedom. It's time to change the game. Why you look at me like that?
Because I got something to say to this. I got something to say to this right now.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
No,
you just looking at me dumbfounded. Like,
right. This is the same nigga who said slavery is a choice. So I'm not gonna choose to be slaved on by him. Like I'm not gonna be slaved on. Now I gotta carry two different devices because I want to listen to Dom the 2. So now I'm over here with my phone and the speaker, and every time I gotta pull that, hold on, y'all want to hear that Dom the 2? Can I Bluetooth my other speaker to your speaker? Like, no, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that shit. Hold on, ooh, look at me take off the snare, listen, and just hear Kanye spit. This shit is incredible. This nigga go hard. Like, no, Drake ain't doing that shit to niggas. You know who not doing that shit to niggas? Cole would never do that shit to nobody.
Cole wouldn't do that.
Cole would never do that shit to us. Cole would give us an album for free before he charged us $200 to go out there and pay for some stupid ass iPod. He's taking us back. Next thing you know, niggas gonna be out here with A-tracks. Nigga, you want to hear my album? Nigga, you gotta put it in the A-track. You gotta go all the way to vintage stores, buy an A-track, and then nigga hear my shit. That's the only way. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
The same for the culture.
Same for the culture. No, this is for rich. I think this is literally something to be like, I don't want motherfuckers. I don't want y'all poor motherfuckers listening to my music. I don't want y'all listening to my music. I don't want y'all bum niggas listening to my music. I want only motherfuckers who dress homeless with oversized coats and holes in their shit to listen to my music. The rest of y'all niggas cannot listen to it.
It could. I don't know. It could be that. It could be like when you take your car to the shop and the repair be crazy and they're like, yo, it's gonna be $1,100. Like 11, yeah, parts, labor. You should just get a new one. That they just don't want your car in their shop. Like they don't want it. People you would pay like, I'll pay you, and like, oh yeah, to see the part you want, it's in space.
Right.
So we gotta order it from space. So it's gonna be like 6 to 8 weeks. Or I'll wait. You gotta pay the $1,100 now. All right. But don't leave your car here. Don't ever bring. We gonna call you.
Yeah, we gonna call you to bring it back.
I don't think y'all want my business.
Huh? Honda? Huh? You drive a Kia.
Like when Jim Jones on the store the other day, like Gucci ain't give us no water or no ice cream or no gummy bears. Maybe they don't want our business.
You gotta, I mean, the thing about that to me is, and that's so, I actually commented on that post when he said that shit. Like, Jim, bro, shouts out to you, Dick, bro, but like, you got enough to go get your own shit. Go make your own brand, bro. Stop being a slave to these motherfuckers. Like, y'all want to be slave to going in here, like, because you need to be the freshest in Gucci. Like, you're going to sit there, they ain't giving me water. You rich. Nigga, go buy your own clothing line. You a fashion icon. You a drip legend.
I agree. And I agree. And I support his authenticity. Because he'll complain and he'll go back in there. But I don't need nobody to be like, y'all should all stop going here. And then you back in there. I don't, that's whack to me. So I know Jim Jones, like a fashion icon, he a legend. I've seen him talk about how he got his preferences. So he gonna wear Gucci, but he gonna be mad about it. So he's gonna do the Oprah thing.
How you gonna be in Gucci just mad? Like,
I mean, to be real, like, if you rich and that's your biggest problem, then, you know, that's cool. Like J. Cole rich, his biggest problem is that he couldn't get a trial for the Hornets. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? So if that's your biggest problem, cool. My thing is like, I guess, so there's this, right? Oprah got a story where she talks about going to the Louis Vuitton store with her niece or whatever, or her goddaughter. She wanted a particular purse. It's like, no, you can't have this special order. You can't have it. She's like, but I'm Oprah. She was back and forth. This is a long story.
But I'm Oprah.
And she was like, do you know who I am? And they found out who she is. Like, oh my God, whatever, blah, blah, I'm Oprah. And then she spent hella money in there and come back like, and just tell the story in front of all of her audience. Like, yeah, Oprah, yeah, you did it. You showed them, girl. And I was like, ugh, it's disgusting. If they don't want your money, but if you're somebody that's gonna be like, yo, my money should matter, and I'm still gonna give these people my money, and I'm gonna flex on them, fine, cool. Do that. Just don't do the fake boycott stuff, because the fake boycott stuff to me is like, we're not gonna do it no more. We gonna boycott for 30 days.
30 days. 30 days. 30 days.
30 days. We gonna 30 days.
You probably was only buying Gucci every 30 days. Like, nigga, that shit don't need to be.
So that's a good point. That's how funny. Like, it's like when people say, we're not buying no gas tomorrow. Everybody fill up today. Like, you're not buying it. You're not boycotting what? Like, what are people using every day? Like, you're not
toilet paper?
Can you boycott? No. People use
toilet paper, but niggas be like, you can't using wipes.
Yeah, but like, you can't, they got so many different brands, like, you don't buy them every day though. People got them stacked up. Mm-hmm. Oh, if people were to actually boycott a Starbucks or actually boycott a Subway or actually boycott somewhere where people's like, yo, where's the line? If people like actually boycott a Chick-fil-A, like, bruh.
That'd be
what?
crazy.
You know what I mean? But you can't boycott someplace, spend $15,000 like every couple of days. Like, that don't make no sense.
Right. So, right. No, I agree with you on that. What happened?
Sorry. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah. Make a show, you know, Boston transition and shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the fake. I'm fake boycotts, man. That shit is whack to me. But so I mean, for those of y'all, but for Kanye, I feel like there's been so many people that have boycotted him like left and right. They boycott him left and right, and they be like, oh, you know, I do want to get that stem player though.
Right.
I think it's like, and it kind of be that bar from that song. What's the bar?
It goes, just as spent $400 on this, just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this.
Yeah. That's what it is, and that's the same thing, because I think people gonna buy it that don't even like him. They're gonna have to just to flex on somebody else.
Just to be like that, just to make that shit hot, and that's what he does, and that's what he does. See, this is the thing. This is really some Sigmund Freud shit. Because Sigmund Freud once wrote how like you can really play with people's emotions, and actually his nephew Edward Bias or Bias. I'm not for sure how to pronounce his last name. I might be slaughtering it, but back in the 1920s, he was able to kind of like finesse a lot of people into smoking cigarettes, especially women, because what happened was there was like a huge parade that was happening out in New York. And because the big tobacco wanted to make sure that women were able to smoke cigarettes, he had a bunch of women go. And then on cue, he had them all start smoking cigarettes. And because this was popularly saw being popularly seen throughout, this is a big time then when television was big, everybody watching this big parade, it empowered women to think that cigarettes were like, oh, this is going to make you independent. This is going to make you a strong woman. This is the kind of shit that Kanye does. He plays with your emotions to make you think that you need something that you don't need. You don't need a fucking speaker. But Kanye is playing with is manipulating you to make you think you need that shit. It's the same way with an algorithm. It's how the algorithm plays with your emotions. Your algorithm says, oh, I see that you were looking up this, so maybe you need it. So now you keep seeing that shit in every fucking ad that you're looking at, then eventually you fucking bend over and get fucked by it. Now you done bought some shit you don't need that you ain't gonna never use. You done use the shit once, like, don't I need this shit? You don't need that shit. Like, but that's what he's doing, and that's what he's gonna do. And you're gonna see that shit all throughout. Your friends gonna have it, and then you're gonna realize, like, I bought this shit, this album trash. Not saying it's gonna be trash. I mean, I hope it's not trash. This is me really supporting him and saying I hope his album's not trash, because I do think Kanye West is musically inclined as fuck. But the problem is, I'm not about to buy this weak ass shit at $200. Like, when it's free and I gotta listen, it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it a quick spin. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna give you my digital footprint and say I listen to this shit. But now I gotta buy this whole device. I'm probably only gonna use it to use your shit. And now I got this shit just sitting here as a display. And now it's gonna be like, yeah, did you get that shit? And now I just got this stupid ass speaker sitting here that's gonna get lost as I begin to move again, because I never listened to the album again. I got music in my.
You put it on the wall and turn the lights off.
I don't want that shit.
And the lights, turn your lights off. And then when the sound is playing, you can see the lights on the speaker. You can see the vocals, and it goes, and the lines. Why you look at me like that? Look, it go like it. Look, man, you don't know. You turn the lights off, it'll be lit.
You getting one? Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all, Ryan Humor is gonna have one. He's gonna be talking about it like, yeah, so I went out and bought that down to I spent $230 on it, all on stage, talking about this shit, how he got one.
Listen, you want to know how you know I'm not getting one? I can explain this to all of y'all. I haven't heard down to one for free yet. So I'm not gonna pay for two. I don't even know what one is. I'm not here for that. The thing is, I kind of on the outside, I kind of respect the hustle, because to wait so long to drop the down to one or whatever and do all these listening parties, and you living in a Georgia stadium, all these people coming by buying $300 crew neck sweaters and paying $700 to get in. You don't have a listening party again, but the hype is that's not the word. The hype is smaller, right?
Right.
The hype is decreased. So at this time, it's like, what am I gonna do this time? Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll just sell them a speaker, and everybody gonna want to have that shit. And that's like at a concert anyway.
What he should have did, sorry to interrupt, but what he should have did is, when he goes to his concert, you sell that shit at the concert, and that's the only way you were able to listen to him perform on a concert. Then you're almost getting worth, because it's an experience now. Now you experience Kanye West, and you got this memory of it. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh,
you listen to the speaker at the concert.
Like, it's almost like it's almost like, how like now they do these like silent parties where you go in and you put the headphone on. It's like, that's what you do. You put that on, and it's like, like I hear the Kanye and he just spitting, and now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't charge niggas for the concert and then charge
niggas $230 for a dumbass speaker. You can't do it, nigga, to hear one album. Nigga, but still, if you're gonna do it, at least finesse a nigga and think that you're doing something for real. Like, nigga, like,
you're okay with like people like the concert getting finesse.
I wouldn't have went to the concert.
It's not the whole US. Like, and for this,
I'm just gonna be mad because niggas gonna be trying to flex really on me. Like, it's gonna be like a nigga driving a Tesla by you, knowing you only got a fucking Kia. Nigga just pushing his Tesla right by you, like, nigga, yeah, nigga, I own a Tesla. It's only limited these. You gotta order these, special order.
You know what? It's the exact same thing. Because there's people that genuinely want to know how like the music works. They're removing the vocals, adding the hi-hats. And I feel like that's how some Tesla drivers are. Like, there's Tesla drivers that expense was nothing to them. And as much as they drive, and because of where their job is at, there's a charger. And because of where their home is at, there's a charger there. And it really actually benefits their life. Mm-hmm. But there's people buying this like 90% of the other Tesla drivers I know. I'm buying this to save gas.
Yep.
Well, like, gas. Tell me the math. Well, just to save gas. All right, what's the map? Like, what's the opportunity cost for you going in and being like, let's say it's $4.99 a gallon, and you going and driving as much as you want for up to 300 miles versus you driving for 100 miles on the charger car at Target and having to get the electricity installed at your house, the charger installed at your house. Like, how much does that cost? Oh, no, I didn't check that yet. I didn't check how much you get. So are you saying, yo, I'm a save though? This is a flex. That's a flex, nigga. You're doing it because you think you have to do it, and you don't even know why you're doing it.
No idea.
Yeah, man, you're right. People gonna be like, I got the new Kanye thing. Like, oh yeah, show me how it work. You just play it. No, can't you do the hi-hats and the shit? No, I don't use that part. I just
listen to the song. Can I hear Drake on that? No, dude. It strictly bans any Drake music. It only paid Kanye. Donda too.
You walking around with this just Kanye gigapet with a speaker.
That's basically what this shit is.
Tamagotchi that you got to keep alive. Hey, bro, I got a question for you. Like, do you think it's kind of insulting to people to be like, I think it's kind of insulting for that's why I thought title was cool, because Jay-Z was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have like an artist-based platform or whatever. We get some money back and so on and so forth, because this is how y'all are consuming the music. Right. Versus because Jay-Z at the time, Jay-Z and his partners like, well, there's Apple and there's Spotify. Like, we need our own thing. That would be cool. But this is how people are listening to it. So let's rock with this. Mm-hmm. I think it's insulting to be like, all the music is free now, and everybody making money because the music is free. So only 12%. We only get 12% back. So I'm gonna do something to help the artists get bread. And it's like, well, that's kind of a slap in the face to like all listeners, because we all paying like $10 to $25 a month for music. Right. Like, so I understand that they're not paying y'all, and some of y'all, a lot of you guys' deals didn't have this part in it, so y'all getting just punched in the face for this. I hear that part, and that's not the band's fault, because we spending more money on music than we did when we did buy albums. Exactly. I mean, and even the thing was when we were buying mixtapes, they were still cheaper than $10, $15 a month. So it's like you kind of boo-booing on the fans, like they're not paying us, so I'm gonna make it so that I'm saving people. You doing what? So the thing is, well, I'm gonna charge y'all $200, and that way we can get paid. We gonna get paid. We gonna rise the culture up. We gonna show them what's popping. What's Apple gonna pay? Well, Apple was gonna give me $100 million for me to put mine on there, so that you can get it for $14 a month. But instead, because I'm flex on them, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna charge y'all $200. Then the whole culture wins. What? Wait, what? How? We could have had $100 million and we could have listened? Yeah. But instead you're gonna charge us $200 for a speaker, and then we could listen just with the speaker in our phone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm doing it for the culture.
Culture. It's not the culture though.
Okay.
It's for you. It's for you. And this is where that selfishness comes in. And I mean, it's cool. Like, but just be real. Don't keep trying to play with my mind. And you know, it's gonna be the Kanye stands just fighting for this shit too. Like, no, Kanye is really he's a genius. You're not understanding what he's doing. He's trying to save us all, because they really trying to save us mentally. Like, you're not understanding. Like, you don't understand. Like, that's all they say. The same word. They say one sentence and they say, but you don't understand. It's always the same thing. Like, but you don't understand. But you don't. No, I understand. Nigga playing us.
No, I understand. How does this deal? How does this compare to Nipsey Hussle's $100 mixtape?
It doesn't compare, because in a way, look, Nipsey giving you a mixtape for $100, right? It didn't require no device. It didn't require no device. Also, because Nipsey's demise, right? It became something that it's like art for real. Because now that he's gone, it's like, yo, if you got that, that's something that you could cherish right now. Yo, I spent $100 on this, and look, Nipsey's no longer here. We don't know music. I have this. And also, Nipsey owned his masters. So that's where it differs, because he owned everything that he was getting was going straight to him. That really was saving the culture in a lot of ways, because Nipsey, and on top of that, we got plenty of evidence of Nipsey giving back to the culture. You feel me? That's all he did. All he did was give back to the culture.
He showed, I would say that he showed people how to make money on their own. Exactly. I mean, because it's like you had E40 and Too Short selling their tapes out of their trunk a while ago, and then based on inflation, it's like I'm like breaking even. So if you charge $100 and then make it limited, and then also start doing like pre-orders, and also you get to keep the album. If you want the album, you can buy the album. If not, like you don't have to. It's streamed later on. Like the one's like, I'm selling this out of my trunk. This is like hand over hand business. Like you can buy this, and you're literally supporting the culture. Because I'm gonna come up, my music gonna be dope. I haven't signed to a label yet, so I think there's obvious difference there within the nuances. I saw that like going back and forth through a couple articles, and I was like, well, how is this different? I know how it's different. It's obviously different. Because the thing is, if you got his mixtape and you bought it, as you would say, you didn't know what his demise would be, but now it's a collector's item, obviously. Right. People will forever always have that CD. It's not like, and if you got, also is this, if you bought the mixtape for $100 and you want to burn it for your friends, fine. Do that. Exactly. You paid $100. It's yours. Do what you want. You can burn it, bro. Just give me my $100.
Exactly.
Give my. I know y'all bootlegging music and doing what y'all to do. Somebody gonna upload this somewhere. So here's your $100. It's like when Nipsey charging $100. It's like when Netflix moved their price up. Like, but we're not charging niggas $7.99 no more. Why not? It's $14. Yeah, bro. You got 7 niggas using your login.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, 7 niggas. One nigga's in Africa.
So. It's like, and you're right, you buy, you do whatever you want, versus the speaker. Like, is there updates for the speakers or upgrade? Like, what's the battery life like? When you get the new album, do you get the new songs on the?
Do you get the block for your charger?
Nah, they probably just send you a cord.
Just send you one cord, right? And the cord don't even go with none other than the cord you got. Like, it's a whole nother cord because Kanye so.
Shut up, Dell. It's a whole different cord.
It's a whole different. It's a European cord.
It's not the USB-C. It's not the old USB. It's not the Lightning. It's not the BlackBerry. It's not the old BlackBerry USB or the micro USB. It's just
a cord.
It's not the Hewlett Packard Dell regular one. What is it, Dell?
It's a Yeet cord. It's the special new cord because he didn't want to give money to the cords because he's trying to save the culture of cords.
The plug gonna be some weird shit like this.
Yeah. Like,
what I put this in?
It's only for Europe. Like, you know, that's the thing. Yeah, you gotta buy it. And now it costs $150 to get the block. Like, so stupid. Like,
I don't know, man. I can't. I can't. I mean, you know what? Like, more power to it, man. Because somebody gonna do it. And you know, it's What?
This is just a way. This is just still a battle though with Drake. Underneath this all, there's still a battle with Drake. Like, just to be like, see, I got my own speaker, Drake. Like, it's still battling this dude. Like, Drake gonna be like, all right, like, I guess that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what Drake gonna say. Like, yeah. hella just not caring, but like pretending to be sad to placate Kanye. Like, oh, that's crazy. Damn, guess that's what it's gonna be, man. I'm over here worried about Rihanna getting pregnant with A$AP Rocky's baby. Like, you over here trying to come out with this shit? Like, this shit's wild. Like,
yeah, I can't. I don't. Thing is, like, I don't want to say it's disrespectful because nobody is gonna buy that don't gotta buy it. If you feel like if you gonna go do it, you gonna do it because you want to do it. I can't knock you for your flex. You gotta flex where you want to flex. I'm not.
Well, I mean, the shit's selling. He brought the shit out a month ago, and the shit's selling.
It's moving. But the album dropped on the 22nd, right? So the album music ain't out yet, but he's selling the stem thing, right?
Some nigga just got that shit just hoarding right there. Just wait till that album come, nigga. It's gonna be so fire. That new content down to 2, nigga. Oh my god, you heard what he said on Easy? You heard what he said from East? Niggas gonna be acting like that. Then he's gonna come out, blah, 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 Kim, and then Pete Davidson, and I'm gonna beat him up when I see him. SNL this, SNL that, Larry Hoover this, Larry Hoover that. So
what if the song, what if the whole song is, what if the whole album is boopity boop, scoopity doop boop, bippity boppity?
Niggas are gonna tell you that was genius. That's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be cats who are gonna be fighting that was genius. Even if the whole album, people gonna be like, but you don't understand when he said scoop, like he really was dissing Pete Davidson because like he scooped him and then he basically, you know what I'm saying, scooped him and everything else is just crazy. Kanye, you don't understand. You don't understand Kanye.
You don't understand. You don't understand. But how do you feel about before we migrate off of this? How do you feel about him just calling that man Skeet? Like, is that just the most? Is that how much disrespectful? His name is Pete. You calling this man Skeet?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I say about Kanye. Kanye has some one-liners that'll fuck you up. So I mean, that's just him, just being him. You know, he's skeet, but he will be skeet. I mean, pretty soon Kim Kardashian gonna be done with that fool, and then all of a sudden it's just going. And then when she done on her own terms, because it ain't gonna be nothing to do with Kanye. It's gonna be on her own terms. Like, all right, I'm just done. Like, I think she's amusing this shit because it's pissing Kanye off so bad that it's just like, I'm gonna keep going on. But eventually she's gonna be done. And then she's gonna be like, and then she's gonna be on, and then he gonna be like, and then they gonna be cool again. Kanye gonna do up appearance on SNL, like, yeah, she well, I got my wife back. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never, it's gonna be some shit like that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, at this point, I mean, that's so for that accomplishment in Black History Month, we got Ye dropping a STEM player with the one album charging $200. He also dropped his first episode of his documentary on Netflix. On the other end of Black History Month, when it comes to
he would have been better off making a VHS and charging people $230 to get the VHS of his documentary. Because I heard the documentary is dope. Everyone's complimented the documentary. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all good. I think for whatever he got based on whatever he got for that documentary, has to like suit. I'm sure he did the math on the Dell. I'm sure he did the math on the VHS thing. I'm sure he did the math and was like, how much if I charge $275 for the VHS? How many people gonna buy the VHS? Then they gotta buy VCRs. Do I gotta make a Ye VCR? I got all this footage. How much will Netflix pay me for this footage? Mm-hmm. Netflix gave Dave $60 million for some jokes. How much will they give me? How much will Netflix give me for my life? Well, I don't know. I don't know what the amount is, but I'm sure Netflix gave Kanye $300 million. I don't know. That's my number I'm making up. Period. I'm making that number
Stuber, up. Let me know what you gave him. Scott Stuber, let me know what you gave him, because that's the man.
Especially with them dropping like the weekly episode thing. Like Netflix, like, we paid too much for this, bro. Y'all gonna have to wait. Now we're not giving you all these episodes at once. So shout out to them, man. On the other end of like the ops and industries navigating correctly, shout out to Brian Flores. Brian Flores, he got a job. Brian Flores got a job with who, Dell, the Steelers?
Yep, the Pittsburgh Steelers as the assistant pimp. To the assistant.
Not the assistant pimp, Dell. Stop saying that, man. I'm gonna let you tell these people why you call him assistant pimp.
Because, man, he was a head coach of the Miami Dolphins. My man went out there, got into some shit. And I'm not saying what he did was wrong, but you still, you know what I'm saying? Based on that, you now did not get the head coaching job for Houston. So now you're sitting over here. You just had to take a job. So you had to take a job with the Steelers as the assistant to an assistant. He's an assistant to an assistant. There's a head coach. There's a head coach. Then there's a defensive coordinator, and he's the assistant to the defensive coordinator because the defensive coordinator is the assistant to the head coach. He just assists.
No, man, listen.
Coaching the defense.
He's the senior defensive assistant linebackers coach.
He's an assistant to an assistant. Let me just tell you.
He's the senior assistant. So that means he got an assistant under him.
Okay. Then that dude's even more of an assistant. That all he's doing is like, yo, you go grab the clipboard. Go grab the clipboard, Brian. Or you go grab the clipboard. So you just delegate another motherfucker to go do some shit. Like,
I mean, that's leadership though. Like if you gotta have somebody else go, you don't have nothing at your job where somebody like, hey Dell, go get the mocha. And you be like, hey, Sam.
I don't got nobody at my job like that. I can't tell nobody shit. Tell you that right now. Anytime I tell somebody shit, they reprimand me. Like, oh, you gotta be careful about how you telling people stuff. Like, you can't be doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, man, shout out Brian Flores, bro. Here's the thing. I get it. I get it because it's like two kind of ways to go about this situation, right? Where it's like report say according to sources, as they say, according to sources, when Kaepernick was like still trying out, there was like other opportunities where he could have went to trial, but like wasn't interested in those opportunities, whether it was the team, whether it was the time of the training, whether it was whatever. So allegedly he turned down opportunities. I think one of them may have been the Broncos, allegedly. People were like, well, if he really want to play, then he should, regardless of what's going on, he should want to play. Then you get the settlement, and then the rest is history. Then on the other end, you got somebody like Kyrie, like, bro, I don't believe in what y'all trying to make people do. I'm good off that, so I'm gonna just chill and mind my business. And they be like, but we want to play half the games though. Yeah, I'll play half the games. I'll come through. I'll fuck with y'all. I just don't want to.
Fuck it.
All right. Yeah. I feel like the Brian Flores things fall somewhere between both of those, where it's like, I'm suing y'all, but I still love football. And if this is what I'm offered, then I'm going to take this while I'm still suing y'all. The lawsuit's still popping. The NFL went and got Loretta Lynch, who at one point represented Barack Obama, to basically represent this case. I just, I can't speak for this man's actions. I just think it seems like on the outside looking in, it seems like we could have did a few more interviews. We could have did that interview. We could have did the interview with the Texans that Lovie Smith just got. Could have did a few more interviews. Could have did the interview that Mike McCarthy got. Not Mike McCarthy. Whoever our coach was that just went to the Dolphins. We could have did a little interview with him. A little interview with all these organizations. And you get to around August, my birthday time, and be like, yo, hey, I'm suing everybody because this is everywhere I went. Y'all turned on all these people and y'all ain't hiring nobody black. And NFL was like, "Oh, you gonna sue now? All right, bet we're gonna get the quarter black dude from the Niners. We got him. Then we're gonna get Lovie Smith, somebody great uncle. Oh, we got him. Then we're gonna give out you an assistant job. Prove it, but prove it."
But another thing though, maybe this does help his case. As I was listening to you speak, maybe this does help his case because look, now he can be like, I did take a job, woo, 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 woo. Like, it helps his case because it's like, look, it was so bad. I went from being a head coach to being an assistant. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the man in charge. I used to come in yelling at players. Now they come in yelling at me. Where my towel at, Brian? You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this.
They're not calling him coach.
They're not calling him coach, it's Brian.
He's not a towel boy named Brian. He's a coach. Like, where's my towel at, Brian?
Where's my towel at, Brian?
Come on, bro.
Defensive players just get my cup over there. No, not that cup, the bigger cup. Like, they're like, whoa, like, sniff it first, make sure it's good.
Maybe that will like help his case because if you look at it, you're right. You're like, hey, so you took a job, so how could you shoot in the NFL race? How you get this job? Like, did you know what I was doing before this job?
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Oh, you was the lead. Oh, you was the leader. Yeah. The thing I had 19 of those. I had 19 of those people. They was my direct reports. They came to me and asked me how big a cup I wanted. They asked me. They said, "Daddy, you want which clipboard do you want, Daddy?" That's how they were talking to me. And now I'm an assistant to one of those people that used to report to me. So
players don't even respect me. But however, it could fuck him too because he might come in with some great defensive plays. Like, we should do this and Steelers become raw. They get to next year, they in the motherfucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And it's based on their defense. And then the nigga who's ahead of him is like, yo, that was all me. You know, on some you ever seen Waterboy? Like on Waterboy when dude had the playbook, and then he was like, hey, he went over his house and he was in the 70s. He's like, hey, let me see your playbook. And then he was like, yeah, just keep writing me some plays. But wait, those are my playbooks. And then he was walking around in heels and shit. You know what I'm talking about? You probably
I've seen Waterboy 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But I understand the story. Like, I get it. Somebody taking credit for somebody else's work. I hear you.
He take credit for his work. Now, Brian over there just, you know, just,
I mean, but if the thing is, if the Steelers were to win a Super Bowl right after Ben Roethlisberger retired, I mean,
that'd be wrong. That'd be wrong.
So I mean, shout out to him, man. Bless him. He working. He's still moving, making the move. What it do? Y'all got a question for you. Is Anthony Davis overrated?
When he's
hard segue.
Oh, when he's not injured, yes.
I love that.
Man, because like, I mean, you just consistently injured, bro. Like, you can't, like, bro, I can't even recall a whole season you done played. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, you came from the Pelicans, you were supposed to be this new GOAT. Everybody puts you at this higher demand. You know what I'm saying? You get to the Lakers, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want a ship. He got a ship. You know what I'm saying? He got a ship. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you just stay injured. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that injury I saw the other night, though, that was crazy, though, B. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. You just come back. So but at this point, it's like, because to me, in a lot of ways, bro, like, we can't just keep talking about, it's almost like that dude come to the street courts and it's like, yo, if I didn't have my jeans on, I'll be whooping y'all. If I didn't have my jeans on today, without these, I'll be raw. I'm missing these shots because I got these jeans on. Like, when nigga, like, you overrated because we ain't never seen you. I mean, do you own a pair of shorts? Every time you come here, you got on jeans and dress shoes. You come here with Stacey Adams every day. I don't know how raw you gonna be, so I can't trust your game. Like, if I wasn't hurt, like, we gonna keep saying, if he wasn't hurt that year, Anthony Davis, boy, we ain't never seen it. Has he ever played? You know what I'm saying? 84 games.
I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not sure. Anthony Davis has a lot of Kevin Love in him, it seems like. Whereas like when Kevin Love was on the Timberwolves, like Kevin Love is a god. Like he over there balling the Dr. Double-Double. Mm-hmm. He was in Head and Shoulders commercials, everything. He was big. He was a big deal. And he came to play with LeBron and was like, oh, you can shoot threes sometimes. Are you a big dude? Like, yeah, I'm 6'10". Watch me do this stuff. Oh, you can't play. Oh, you can't shine against these dudes that be. Nah, but in Minnesota, I was the guy.
I was the guy.
And Anthony Davis at the Pelicans, it's like big. I guess it's like a big fish, small pond type of thing. Because also there's expectations of fans too. Where it's like, I mean, that's that Laker move. That's why Dwight Howard coming back when he older is cool because nobody expect nothing from him. Right. When Dwight Howard went through when he's young, he's like, you better be Shaq tomorrow. You know
tomorrow. Especially wearing Superman.
Westbrook playing from Washington, it was cool. Like, yeah, just run up and down the court, get double. All I ever heard about Westbrook in Washington was good news. That's all I ever heard was like, he's still getting triple doubles. He's a monster. He get to LA. It's like, is Westbrook old now? Yes, bro. He was. Yes, like he didn't. What? Yes. So I think I blame the LA expectations, and I also blame LeBron because
damn, he can't get not blamed. He always blamed for some shit. He ain't even do nothing. Just chilling.
Let me tell you why I blame LeBron. I don't blame LeBron for Anthony Davis. I blame LeBron for the existing situation because LeBron is ambitious. I'm not gonna say over ambitious, but LeBron is so ambitious. He's like, you know what, we can win another one in LA. But nah, just take the bubble one. Just take the bubble one and go somewhere else. Like it's about time. Bronny about to get out, and that's why LeBron is getting all these buckets, which is cool. I get it, but I think it's time for LeBron to like sell the farm. So let me not say I blame him yet. Sometime during the summer, I think he should just sell the farm and get rid of Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? So because he's a GM essentially.
He is. He in the running shit. That's the difference between him and Brian Flores.
That's why I think that for T-Mac being left off of the top 75, he shouldn't feel that bad because top 75 is BS because a couple of years ago, Anthony Davis was on the top 75. He was ranked number 41 among the top 75. Now I don't think based on history or on value added to a team that prime Anthony Davis is better than prime T-Mac. I wouldn't say that. No. So maybe we get a new list. However, Anthony Davis also isn't on this newest list, I don't think. But either way, shout out to T-Mac. T-Mac was left off of the top 75, and Allen Iverson said, this is disrespectful. I can't name 75 players better than T-Mac. Y'all crazy. And he's right. T-Mac is cold, and T-Mac should have been on the top 75.
Anthony Davis is on there under Steph Curry, but...
For real?
Yeah.
For this year?
For this year.
Well, it's wrong. It's wrong.
I agree with you. But a lot of times I think this is what it is too. The people who make this are looking at skill set. They're like, yo, he's big and he has a lot of skill. And like, because now every tall person, they don't realize like every tall person now in the league these newer guys have been training to be guards. They haven't been training to be big man no more. They haven't been in there just you 6'8", you got to get in the key, bro. Get in the key, get in the cut, bro. You know what to do. Like now they could be like, nah, bro, I'm 6'8", but bro, like I'm nice with the handles. You feel me? My coordination is dope. Like I'm dunking, I'm catching tennis, I'm catching shit off the glass. But I can shoot. I'm Curry with the three. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is Dwight Howard now. So they're looking at that and saying, well, based on his skill set, like he's a better, bigger man than this guy. But it's like back in the day, like. You looking at Tracy McGrady, not everybody, but everybody was a guard. Like the most dominant players were guards. You know what I'm saying? Like not saying that the big men were not dope, but like the guys who were really getting buckets after buckets, other than Shaq, were like guards. Like you had Kobe at that, you know what I'm saying? You got Kobe and Tracy McGrady's era. You got AI in Tracy McGrady's era. You got Vince Carter in Tracy McGrady's era. It was just so many different, just dominant ass guards. You know what I mean? And so sometimes I think that's the reason why it's like the person who threw this list together was like, we need to put a mixture of players. We can't have just hella raw ass guards on there. We need to make sure we get big man on there. We need to make sure this person's on there. We need to make sure this person's on there. So they just, and then some of these dudes stay friends. Like James Worthy got to be on there. Like, that's my man. It's like, I still could call him up all the time. James Worthy, feel like that's him. Not saying he's not raw. James Worthy is, you know what I'm saying?
No, I give you that. And you know what I think happens over time, because I want to say TMAC may have retired 2000, I don't know, maybe 2009, 2010. Nah, he was on the Rockets at that time. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2010. I could be wrong. But I think this is when, like, not having a ring, like, messes up your ranking, right? Like, because I think for those dudes, the dudes on there that don't got rings, they're gods. Mm-hmm. Like, and you could see how if they didn't have a ring, they may not have made it to that list. So I think this is the time where they'd be like, so-and-so, all these people this is the consensus. Not the consensus, but a common complaint. Some of the pundits, some of the fans, like, these people team up. They say people are teaming up and they're winning, and it's unfair because they're ring chasing and so on and so forth. But these same people write the articles 10, 15 years later and be like, yo, so-and-so never won a ring. But the dude that did win the ring was on his team with so-and-so. Huh?
Exactly.
The guy that won the ring was on the team with so-and-so. You said it didn't count. Oh, no, I was different back then. Man, you the one writing the articles.
Right. Just to clear it up, Tracy McGrady retired in 2013.
Okay, cool. Yeah. But he stopped playing in 2010.
Yeah. Just quit.
I stole that joke. I stole that joke from Richard Jefferson, and Kendrick Perkins was debating last night during the broadcast. And I was like, Richard Jefferson, when was the last time you hooped? He was like, 2 years after I retired. They was like, Kendrick Perkins, when's the last time you hooped? Richard Jefferson said, the last time he hooped was 3 years before he retired. I never heard Kendrick Perkins laugh so hard in my life. They must be good friends, because Kendrick Perkins really thought that shit was hella funny. Like, bro, I was washed. Like, that's real. I like to see Kendrick Perkins be so vulnerable, as much hating as he be doing. Like, he sound the way Kendrick Perkins was laughing. He sound like Anthony Broner. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah, I'm getting cooked. Anthony, Adrian Broner, man, my nigga doing bad. Shouts out to him,
bro. He's for the Super Bowl, I guess, because he's from Cincinnati. So for the Super Bowl, he had like 5. It looked like 5 different types of Coke, because they were all like different. Like,
one of them might have been Heron.
One of them might have been Heron. They were all. It was like 5 different powdered lines, and some were white, some were yellow, some were brown, some were black, some were like pure white, some were piss killer. It was crazy. He's like, depending on who win the night, I'm going in. Something along those lines. People was in the comments like, hey, chill.
Chill. You ain't got to do this.
You ain't got to live like this. I went back to his IG. That picture was gone. Mark Zuckerberg was like, hey, bro, hey. Nah.
Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. Nah,
we can't be doing all that. So, shout out Adrian Broner, man. Listen, this is what I want to ask you. I got a question for About Dell Time. This is a question from me, not from the listeners. I'm gonna start collecting y'all questions again, but some for the most part, I have some things on my mind. So I want to ask you this, Dell. You got the list up right now. I can tell you got the list up right now. Tell me 10 people. Wait. First, let me ask you this. Should TMAC be on the list?
TMAC should be on the list.
Okay, cool. So there's 75 people. Dell, tell me 5 people you taking off.
If I was to take off 5 people on there right now, Willis Reed, I'll take off. It's a hard one, but
it's tough, huh? Ooh.
No, I'm just trying to look, because I mean, some of these guys they did do great. Like, but I think like Elvin Hayes. Okay. You could take Elvin Hayes off. No, you can't take him off, but Elvin Hayes, you can. I was really thinking about Paul Pierce, but I was like, I was trying to debate that if Tracy McGrady's career is worth that. But I would say, so what I'm at least 2. I would say Robert Parrish, you could take him off. See, I get that. No, I get that Pistol Pete was raw. Right? He was raw. I think, and no offense, but I think it's because he was a white dude and he was nice as a white dude. And he was the first white chocolate before Jason Williams.
He's white chocolate before white chocolate?
Yeah, and I would take him off. I would say Tracy McGrady deserves to at least be above him. At least be above him. Like, and so I would say that Jerry Lucas.
Just because you don't know him?
No, I just don't think I don't know. You know who Jerry Lucas is? I don't know.
No, I know. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying the way you said his name, he was like, I don't respect Jerry.
I don't respect Jerry Lucas. Now
it sounds like you just don't respect Jerry Lucas, and that's fine. That's fine. I want to make sure you was taking him off because.
And then funny. Last one, Dolph Scavis. Shakavis. I don't think the niggas are better than Tracy. I don't know nothing. Nobody talks about these dudes. I've never seen anybody like, yo, I got a Dolph Scavis basketball card, fam.
Yeah.
I got one. Rookie year. Like, nobody talks about that shit.
I think that's fair. I think that argument is fair because when you say it like that, like, I don't hear nobody talk about these dudes. And I feel like a lot of times when you get into stretching out 75 years of the NBA, you want to pay homage to the dudes who like back in the day or whatever. Because there's people that's gonna hear our broadcast. When you say Robert Parrish, they're gonna throw their computer through the window. But right. I mean, I heard Robert Parrish talked about more in the 90s than I was talked about like recently. But I think for TMAC, it's like, oh well, he was injured, and he never won a championship, and he didn't make it out of the first round. And then Kobe was a god. Him and Kobe would battle, but Kobe played longer than him. And it's like, well, if making it out of the first round is that important, like, I don't really understand how you could, I mean, so at that point, it's like Kevin Garnett is on there because he was on the Celtics, right? Because Kevin Garnett had an issue making it out of the first. He made it to the Western Conference Finals and lost to the Lakers. So prior to that, he had an issue making it on the first round. James Harden has no championship, but we still like worship James Harden. And I think over the course of like, say like over the course of 25 more years, maybe James Harden won't be on there if he never wins. So right. I don't know, man. You can't call it. Do you have a track of the week for these people?
I always got a track of the week for them. And the track of the week this week, shouts out to him because he did an amazing job on Super Bowl weekend. And that goes out to Kendrick Lamar, man, Black of the Berry. I think it's just a tremendous, dope song, something that definitely plays homage to the Black culture, and being that it is Black History Month, I think we need to pay a lot of homage there, and you should listen to this song, man, and I think that it'll probably amp you up for Kendrick possibly getting ready to drop an album. I think he's starting to make more appearances because it's starting to become that time when he gets ready to drop another album, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got no hate towards Kendrick. I think Kendrick is a tremendous artist. You know what I'm saying? And now that y'all out here willing to pay $230 for a fucking little portable thing from Kanye, I mean, y'all can go listen to some free music from Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Go check that out.
That's a good point. It's a good point. I feel you really gotta reevaluate your resources and the way that you allocate your funds. If you really fitting to be like, yo, you know what? I'm about to pay $200 for this game. Like, hey, you heard the new Kendrick? No, I don't listen to that stuff. You don't listen to that song? Stuff. No, I don't. But it's free. I know, but I got this.
$230.
I got this gigapet. It's $200 plus the shipping. After shipping and taxes, then it's $230. Don't let Dell trick y'all. It's $30 more than it is. It's only $200. It's only
it's $30 plus taxes plus some other shit. You got shipping. That's $230. $230. That's what you're going to end up paying out of your credit card or your debit card or cash if you go in there and try to pay cash.
But the item is $200.
The item is $200. I'm trying to give you the whole. Nobody wants to hear what they want to hear. They want to hear the final cost. Nobody want to hear what it could have been like. Oh, then you get up there like, all I have is $200. I thought that's what it was. Like, no, $230. That's how it gets you. My dog will probably do it for a Donda speaker.
It's doing worse. But how do you think? I can't wait for this to happen. I'm so excited about the. I'm excited because it is a new wave, and people are gonna be. I'm excited to hear from the people that like are authentic about their needs. I'm not really excited to hear from the hype beast. It's like, look.
That's all you're about to hear about. And I know that shit's hype beast because I remember when I used to work at Wells Fargo, we had a Starbucks in there, right? And they came out with this drink that looked like a unicorn. Motherfuckers was coming up, door outside, line, all the way outside the door, around the corner. Motherfuckers lined up to get this drink. Motherfuckers taking one sip, don't get on the phone, drink the drink, throw that shit away. Hell of them drinks just thrown away. Just thrown, because that's all nobody cares, bro. They just want, y'all motherfuckers do this shit for the likes, bro. Stop getting mentally fucked by this shit. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. Stay woke.
So you gonna get it or not?
No, I'm not gonna get it. That's your man's. You was ready to sell your life up for the birthday party.
You know, and the birthday party was lit, man, because everybody was invited. Like, it was cool.
Yeah.
I like.
That's what you thought. That's what you thought. And all y'all walking around here with $230 speaker on y'all hip.
What you mean? Yeah, I'm not part of the speaker party. I was part of the birthday party. But Kanye didn't turn his papers on time.
And y'all, that's who y'all trust. This is your king? This is your king? You can't even turn his paper on time. How you got 1 million assistants and can't turn your shit on time? It's fucking stupid. That's why Kim was like, nah, man, I've got to pick
He ain't turning his papers on time, man. Listen, y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that.
Hey, man, and if you made it this far, just know we here at the Dell and Ryan Report really, 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 really fuck with you. So till next time, cue the music.